moment, I have abandoned carts, I have, trial success, trial failure, I have full purchase, and
Like you
then
got loads. Great.
yeah, SMS as well. And then I have at the moment I've set up automations for people purchase a lens or purchase a jersey, but maybe that's getting too broad, and maybe we should be a little bit more specific, not a little bit less specific, and more like abandoned cart for goggles, but then also maybe the other items could be more just a general kind of catch-all. But it depends what email they get, depends whether they've already purchased the goggles or not. Because I've actually noticed people that are purchasing the jersey haven't necessarily purchased the goggles. Isn't that weird?
No.
Well, you would think that, it's not weird, but you would think the majority of them would have purchased the goggles. But actually, at the moment, I think it's an even split.
I think some people just also like the basic design though of the jersey.
Yeah.
And we've not had many sales of it yet, but like if I put a post out, it'll make sales. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's pretty good.
I mean, you could do. I mean, again, this is like splitting hairs, as in like with email segmentation and automation, how far do you go with it? Because we could build this out so like if a customer buys a jersey, we could then send them an email like a couple of days later saying, "Hey, we noticed you haven't got any goggles. Do you want to try a pair for, and tell them about the offer and stuff."
Yeah.
So you could, but then you could go how far down the rabbit hole with that do you go? Because every time you introduce a new product,
Even new layer of complexity.
I mean, we could include a catch-all email that's like, "Hey, did you check out our goggles?" It's super super broad, or any of our other products kind of thing.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, right? If I was to do this, just to design it the best way, right? I think the goggles we keep them with their standalone abandoned cart, their standalone onboarding sequence, right? But I think for everyone else that purchases any other product and has not purchased a pair of goggles, they should get a welcoming sequence that pushes them towards the goggles. But if they have previously purchased a pair of goggles, they should just get a general kind of like, we're stoked that you're purchasing whatever, and let us know how you're getting on, and consider leaving a review. That could be the best way of doing it, because otherwise, as you said yourself, it's just the layers of complexity is increasing, and then also
It's gonna get too complex. I can
and the
see that.
use cases like I've even noticed, like, if you build it like very very detailed, it ends up that things fall through the crack and people get emails they shouldn't.
As soon as you have more than one product,
It gets confusing.
again, just keep the idea of simplicity is best. Like I'm just watching what other e-commerce companies are doing, and you might sit there and think, well, other e-commerce companies aren't going as deep as this and offering specific products to people who have bought a specific jersey and that. But at the same time, if we keep growing out the number of colours of jerseys we've got, different glasses, more goggles, spare lenses, protectors for lenses, which will be another big one soon,
Yeah.
it's going to get to a point where it's like, fuck, this is going to be so complex. And then if there's a problem, you're going to have to know exactly where to go to fix the problem, which could be a nightmare.
And that can be tricky. Like, one thing I'm
This
building
all
in
comes from if we've got one product, it's very simple. But if
yeah.
we have two products, then even just two products is like a crazy multiple layer of complexity, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm setting it even now, like, because I've noticed, you know, I don't want people getting the same emails again. So basically, people go through an email sequence when they purchase, right? Which is normal. Like, it introduces people to the brand and lets them know what's happening. But if they purchase the same product again in a month's time, I don't want them getting the same emails again within
Yeah,
reason.
totally.
You
I
know,
would agree. Yeah,
they're getting the standard, oh, thanks for purchasing, that's fine. And then the shipping confirmation, that's fine. But after that, I don't want them getting the same emails again. And that actually what was happening, because I built it like at the very beginning, just let's get this working. And I got it working, but it's nearly like you can't see the problems. Well, I couldn't, because I'm not like an expert in email automation, but it's very if that and or, and you can't see the problems there until people start going through it.
yeah. Don't overcomplicate this at all. Let's just like I think it's growing quite nicely now as it's going. Like we've even just today, like seeing just even when I have my phone on silent overnight and I'll turn it onto off airplane mode when I wake up, and most of the time I'll wake up and there'll be some sales there from Shopify, which is quite cool.
It's not.
I feel like we're actually building a thing now. Like it's actually becoming a thing. So people are knowing us what we are. I'm starting to see the goggles out in places, which is amazing. And that's only going to continue to grow. I actually went riding with someone today who said, which I'll do in a second, who wants to buy a pair of goggles. So I need to send him a link to that.
To purchase.
I know we're going to run out of stock very soon, which is annoying, but I think we're on something really good with this stuff, and not just being a goggle company, just being like a premium eyewear brand in mountain biking. I mean, it might even grow more than that. I'm thinking if we keep it quite vague, like, and not call it literally Apex Series goggles and just call it Apex Series. We're already starting to make jerseys, which is at the minute print on demand, but we could expand into clothing, trousers, which has kind of been at the back of my mind as well. I know I've already talked with Dan about doing some other stuff together with him, but there's nothing stopping us being able to have like a real basic core trouser as well. Because can you imagine how powerful it would be to have somebody in Apex? I mean, this you won't know this as much, but for me, can you imagine? Right, we've got if you take a mountain biker, a person who's out on the trail, right?
Yeah.
They have different things that they wear: helmet, goggles, trousers, top, gloves, bike, everything. Bag if they wear a bag. We at the minute have control of one of those components, which is a goggle.
And
But
a good.
there's a brand. Have you heard of Specialized before?
No.
The Specialized build. They sell mountain bikes, high end mountain bikes, but they also sell helmets, riding kit, shoes. I don't know if they sell goggles actually, but usually when riders start riding for Specialized, one of the terms in the contract is that you should also wear Specialized riding kit. And if you see somebody out riding on a Specialized bike and they also have Specialized kit on and a helmet, you are like, it's just a marketing billboard, a moving marketing billboard. So I'm thinking, in our case, at the minute we're only controlling goggles, but over time, maybe we do have a core riding pant that goes with the core jersey. And then someone can literally have pants, jersey, goggles, or pants, jersey, gloves, goggles. So it's got legs to grow.
Legs, pardon the pun.
I didn't even mean that. But it has.
It does 100%. No, that is so true. And one thing I want to concentrate a bit more on as well, there's two things, right? So it's obviously growing the US, but it's also, I'd love to get more images of riders out in the wild with it. You know what I mean? Like, people just, like creative, I should say.
Totally. Well, I've asked, I mean, it needs to be more than just me.
Yeah, it's not the Alex, a local modeling.
Me and Dougie, it needs to be more than just us. So we could invite riders to take some pictures for us, which would be the logical choice. Like people who've already bought stuff from us. Like we could incentivize that. We could even incentivize them to say, look, like we could almost run a competition with our customers and be like, look, we're growing this brand. You're obviously a part of it, but we also need your help in content creation. So how about you help us create the content, and then at the same time you get entered into a competition to win either a new product from us or an Amazon gift voucher, something. Because then, and the stipulation could be that if we, the payout gets issued when we use your content, or if we use your content, because that will incentivize customers to create content for us, which would then obviously fuel the machine.
Yeah.
And then it becomes more than just an Alex and Dougie brand. It's like it's a community to be a part of.
Yeah. I just thought of something cool, but I don't know. It could be so much 10 years ago and not really a modern thing. So no,
Say it.
probably, yeah, I'll say it, right? Do you ever notice, like, I don't know, the local like oil companies and stuff, every January, like they give out a calendar with all these nice pictures and stuff in it, like of mountain bikers, or not mountain bikers, of like local scenery and all. You could actually use the images people take and actually put them into the Apex calendar. It does sound a little bit old, but I don't know. Maybe that's a class idea.
Yeah, that's I think that wouldn't go down. I think that's like outdated, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I was thinking it.
I mean, we could maybe use an idea from that, so like or something in the future. But I think the idea of getting customers to make content for us is a bonus.
Well, that is 100% a good idea. We should
And
work on
why
that.
not? I
So
mean, why is that not part of the email sequence? Maybe we could have that as like an ongoing thing. So let's say, for example, a customer buys the goggle,
yeah.
they get the goggle, it arrives,
Mhm.
and then they get a chance to use it, which say give them 10 days to use it. Within those 10 days, do they get emailed at all about? I think they get emailed about the affiliate program, right?
No, they do get emails just about like it arriving. We do. I think we do ask people for take a picture of their first
No,
ride,
but
or
ignore that. But do they get an email about the to join the uh, collab thing?
yeah, they do, but it's not. I don't think it's within the first 10 days. It's
But
within the first 30.
it should be within the first. Because we could almost position that if it's within the window, if they buy it on the trial as well,
Yeah.
if it's within the first 30 days, you can position it as like you could get these goggles for free essentially by literally just sharing it and you promote it to your
Well,
audience.
you could. Like
Pay
we've
for
had many
goggles.
people earn back many times the purchase price of their goggle.
But that's
Many
what I
times.
mean. Why is that not an email in the sequence? But then also in that sequence, let them know we're always running ongoing competitions for Amazon gift vouchers and for our new products.
Mm.
And we if we have a system where they can submit content, like like a Google form where they can just literally upload images to a Google form or
Do you know?
something.
I think we actually already have that. I'm nearly sure. I'm nearly sure I set that up for something that could be repurposed. No bother.
Because I think that'd be super powerful because if people can start sharing their images with us and not just tagging it on social media, then we can start properly sharing it on our socials and stuff.
And
Even
tagging me.
even asking people for like say what went down really well, the review that Paul did when he first got the goggles from 6-7, when he did an unboxing. I
Yeah, I
think
remember that.
any piece of content that's not from us and from a customer is like the most powerful material.
It's funny. There's a thought, or it's proven it's in business, whereby a review from a customer is on a much higher level than someone that owns the brand. Like if we give a review,
Well,
the
it's in
customer.
our it's in our interest, isn't it, to be like, yeah, this is fucking the best thing ever. Buy it.
Yeah, but it's not in a customer's interest to say that,
That's what I'm
unless it
saying.
is. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's in our best interest to be like, buy these goggles. They're the best thing ever. But if it's a
Yeah,
customer who's put his own money down, sure.
yeah, yeah.
That's why I say we need more. We need more of them. We need to get to a place where we've got a frigging wall of testimonials, as Alex Becker calls it.
I would love to get to a place where every customer gives us a review.
Well,
Like
that's what I mean.
whatever that is.
I mean,
I'm not saying they have to give us a positive review. Just give us a review like that. I think a lot of people are like, "Oh no, you have to leave us a positive review." It's like, no, no. Like if we're to be stand right by the customer, it's like give us an honest review, honest feedback. That's what we want because ultimately, if there was something wrong with them, which we haven't seen yet, if there was, we'd want to hear about that so we can fix it. We don't want people realizing that in silence and secret. We want people to tell us so we can fix it. Hasn't happened yet. There's been nothing coming our way of any issues. So people are obviously they seem to be happy. But we want those reviews. We want people to talk about them.
why don't we just?
We need
Because I reckon if we continually ask people, they will give us reviews. Like, no, I mean, nobody's got a reason not to. That's kind of what my thinking is.
we need to work on that. We definitely do. We start asking people more about that in innovative ways. I know I'm not sure what your thoughts are on it, but like even
Well,
just somebody
hang
that
on,
purchased like
let's
€1.
think about this. Let's think about this now. Well, we're here. Let's. Can you open up your wherever you've been building out these emails, and let's actually have a look at what we've got in place and like how the email flows work, and see where the leaks are in the bucket right now.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Can I get it open here if I can?
Because if we can nail this, it's literally just going to be turn to a selling machine.
Well, yeah, well, it'll be better. Better for everyone. Let me see, it's loading up here if it loads. Automation.
I need a pen, really, a pen and a piece of paper.
So let's just look at full payment legend. It's the simplest one because the trial one is very similar. Apart from just talks about the trial coming to an end.
All right,
So
let me just open up a notepad on here so I can make some notes.
let me just
We should
share my
close out
screen.
the podcast.
Well, that's what actually I'm recording it. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, cool. I didn't even notice you were recording, but yeah, you should.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes,
Let me just
anyone
share.
who's listening can. This is like behind the scenes what we're up to.
This is how things usually like happen, you know. Okay. This is myself and Alex. This is how our life works and ideas come about.
Actually, just chatting shit. Just then it works.
Okay. So these are the people that purchased outright on Shopify.
hang on. Right. So let's just look at this sequence. So customer buy in full. Right. So they get an email. Zooming up. Can you? Oh, okay. Right. So they open up the. What's the first email they get?
There it is.
When's this sent? Is this as soon as they buy?
Straight away.
So much you just upgrade to legend status. Okay, change that subject line to congrats. Let me just. I think it needs to be simpler than that. Let me just 1 sec.
Simplicity.
Start. Just write. Just literally. Thank you for your order, and the only like this.
Where you send it?
Yeah. Thank you for your. That's it. There. Leave it at that.
Okay.
Where's the email? So let's look at the email.
Here's here. Right. I'm opening it. For those of you wondering, we're using ActiveCampaign.
Big news. Your order's in. We're on it. Currently packing your new legend goes and making sure everything's on the road. And we'll get back to you faster. Just change where it says talk soon. Just put chat soon. Actually, hang on. No. Don't leave it. Actually, just leave that as it is. And
I've saved it.
That's fine. Just leave it as it is. That's fine. All right. So then, what's the next email?
Wait for 5 days, and then we just basically check till they arrive. Because that's pretty cool. Because sometimes if things go wrong, we just want to know so we can fix it.
Let's have a look at the email.
This is pretty good because it has actually identified when things go astray, and we can sort it. It doesn't really happen much, but it's good to check it.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
And those of you listening, like, and looking at this in detail, like, we do want people to engage with us, you know. We want people to reply.
So when's this? When's this sent? This next email?
This is 5 days later again.
So like 10 days after they've bought them.
Yes, we're asking to get out for a ride. Now, our shipping is generally very fast. Like, it's generally next day, but at the latest, it's usually 48 hours UK. Bit longer international, but that's roughly what it is.
Just get rid of that line there. It says we're here to make sure you have the best experience possible. It sounds a bit weird.
Sounds a bit marketing-y, doesn't it? We don't want that. Should I edit this out? Happy, Alex?
Yeah, save that. Let's. And then where's the next email? So that's 10 days.
So it's need your help. Another 5 days later. It's just it's asking for a review.
I probably would
You know,
just.
see this.
I
I
probably
would
would.
try to take that first bit. Would you?
I probably would just. That's 15 days. That's quite a long time to wait for us. So like, change that so they get that maybe probably 2 days after the last email. Wait 2 days after a ride. Yeah.
Don't.
And then just open that need your help email again.
I would just say basically hello, first name, and just take away this bit and say if you got 30 seconds. That email could be tweaked a little bit. I think it just doesn't could be a bit flow a bit better.
Yeah, just remove that line that you said.
We've got really good open rates.
I'd hope so.
64% roughly is average.
List as well.
Yeah. Does this sound okay, Alex?
Just change yo to hey. Just put like quick favor. Like before, if you've got 30 seconds, right? Quick favor. No. Before, if you've got 30 seconds.
Okay.
Hey, quick favor. And then comma. New line. So it'd be easier if I could do this, but fuck it.
Yeah.
You've got 30 seconds. If you've got 30 seconds, could you... Oh, no. If you've got... Quick favor, if you've got a spare 30 if you've got a spare 30 seconds,
Yeah.
could you leave us a could you leave us a quick review below? And then in brackets, positive or negative. I get rid of the full stop after below. And then get rid of the dash after positive. Leave a review. If you got the, could you leave a quick review, positive or negative? And then underneath that, above the link, right. You're not only going to be helping us, you're also going to be helping other riders make the best decision.
You're not only going to be
helping us, but you're also going to be helping. But more so, actually, you're not only going to be helping us, but more so, you're going to be helping riders make the best decision. You're going to be no, not that. No. You've spelt your wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to be helping riders make the best decision. Nice spelling. Thanks to me, that's fine.
Leave a review here.
Yeah. And then save that. Yeah, it's fine. And what's the subject line of that email?
Need your help. It's a nice one, which is true.
And the next one?
Then the next one's partner with us. After 5 days after that.
I'll probably just go 3 days after.
Okay.
Probably should To get our goals and hands in our eyes, and we'd love your help. Right, let's get it. Okay, yeah, it's cool. Leave that email as it is.
One thing I just want to change one thing in it. It says affiliate. It's in this collab program. It loads up for me now. And then after that, we've nothing. Like, I think people should be going into a general sequence then, you know? Just keep them informed what we're doing and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're doing lots of stuff, but we don't really tell people in email.
What do you mean?
Well, so like they finish the sequence now and then they just go into our list, but we don't really email that list.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like these emails are very, you know, they serve a purpose. But after this, I'd love to get more, like even once a week, just kind of general, this is what we're doing, this is what we're thinking, you know, continue the relationship.
Yeah, true.
And that'd be easy enough to finish these sequences. You know, and there's obviously one for customers, buyers, and there's also one for leads.
We also need to add an email. We need to, maybe it's not the right thing to now, but we need to add, like I said before about we need to add a system in for people helping us create content.
Yeah. Well, that would have to go in here somewhere.
So how long are you asking them to partner with us? 3 days, need your help. Okay, that's fine. That's fair enough. Leave that sequence as it is. And then is the trial sequence slightly different?
15. It's 15 days after purchase. The trial sequence is fairly similar, but a lot of the partner and stuff doesn't come until after they've paid the balance on their trial. So they've said, look, I like the product, I want to keep it. Because there's no point asking someone to partner with us that isn't going to keep the product. I don't think, unless it could be done earlier.
No, you're right. That's right. Yeah. Totally right.
Yeah, let's leave the trial one. The trial one's a little bit different because the way it's set up is people got 30 days to, you know, try the product out, and the emails are set out to tie in with that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas on the full payment, you know, it doesn't matter that the sequence finishes a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Let me see, stop share. So that's it, folks. Yeah, good work, Alex.
Good stuff.
Yeah, let's just finish that off. So, guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, enjoyed this episode, hit subscribe wherever you're watching. If you have any comments on what we should do, because obviously, you know, this is me and Alex talking, but maybe you have further feedback, please share it. We'd love to hear it. And talk soon, folks.